Benji's going to present his company to everybody. Please give Benji a big round of applause.
Thank you for apparently attending after a good party. So I just want to start with a question. So when an attendee loses a phone, patron loses a phone, does it cost you money? Bit of an odd question, because you normally think this is a personal problem. You feel bad about it, but as an organization, there's not a lot you can do. And so they kind of brought it on themselves, but this really affects your consumer behavior. One, it leads to a lot lower engagement. Typically, they drag 2 to 3 people around the festival, around the organization to try and locate their phone. They'll stand in line lost and found, and they won't be engaging with the organization. They're actually going to lead to lower satisfaction. This is an incredibly negative moment for them. It's going to be really hard for you to try and cover that. And if it's a $1,500 iPhone 11 Pro bill that they're looking at, they're probably not going to be spending nearly as much money at your festival for your event. And so this affects your sponsors directly, your future festival attendance, and then your vendors and merch. And for the patrons, it's an incredibly intense problem. This is something that they don't really deal with a lot, and so they're not really sure what to do. And for the festival, this is an incredibly common problem. And this also includes your wallets, your keys, your phone, your credit cards, and the list really goes on. And so I'm Benji. I'm actually the co-founder of Liff Happens. We built an end-to-end solution to really navigate the lost, stolen, and found items for an organization and their consumers. And so we actually launched back in June of 2018 with Firefly Music Festival. And since we have returned more than $1.5 million in stuff back to their owners. We've been able to work with a lot of really awesome festivals in the meantime. I'm sure you guys have seen us there. But basically, we wanted to start well before the item is ever lost. We want to begin with one of the best possible outcomes you can have is never losing the item. The second best, actually. The best being returning the item before you even knew it was missing. But we start with the festival announcing prevention. The attendees can actually register their important devices directly with the lost and found. They get branded QR codes that go onto their items. So when the item is found, it's quickly reunited. The goodwill generated here is immense. The fact that you show that you care about the items they care about really builds goodwill not only with the attendees, but everyone else engaging with you on social media. From there, we really needed to update that in-person experience. Being a steward of hundreds of thousands of dollars of items that your attendees care about, a box of attention doesn't quite work. So we wanted to really professionalize it and build confidence in the process. So when they come to this line, they know they're going to be taken care of. Finally, we want to make that experience everywhere. Make it ubiquitous so no matter where your attendee is looking, they'll be able to find information. We actually have a real-time found catalog that gets put directly into the festival site, into their mobile app. We'll even pull in ticketing data, so when your wallet shows up and you register your wristband, the next perk of that is you're going to get a text message and say, come pick it up, this is where you go. And finally, festivals end, but lost and found tends to carry on. So we actually continue to extend that brand image by sending postcards directly to the house. Say you lose your ID or your wallet. You're going to get a delightful brand postcard saying this is how you were treated. And we actually coordinate return shipping to anywhere in the world. Festival attendees have shown their appreciation in some very unique ways. And so we don't want to stop there. So pre-registration has been amazing, and we want to continue to expand that to all the items that everyone cares about. Being able to put a festival's brand on your keys and bag, be able to extend that you care and show the ability to really help them when they need it. We want to actually include marketing. Be able to take these really happy moments and let you as a festival brand or even a sponsor re-engage them when they're really excited. It's also a really nice call to action to get clean data. If you know that you're going to get your wallet back, you're probably going to tell me, yeah, this is actually my email. We also want to be able to combat the growing issue of theft, especially phone theft. Pickpockets have been a growing issue over the last few years, and there's nothing really out there to combat it directly. So you can find us over at booth 120. Let me see what I did there. Or anytime on the Liff Happens website or social media. Thank you very much.
So with all the other items I lose, I understand you can send me a message that I got if I lose my phone. how do I
You actually
find out if you, do I have a friend log on their phone?
And the website, we would like to call you, but you list your friend on there, so the first thing you do is you list your item information, the desired contact, and then you get your branded QR code. We actually have to help people with Find My iPhone, for example. They'll put their own phone on there, and so we end up calling ourselves just giving jerks. So we kind of manage you through that all ahead of time. Yep.
What is it called? Who's bearing the cost?
So the festival, yep. So the festival will actually provide, will purchase our software and services directly as a value add to their consumers. It's also a cost center that they have to bear either way. And so we're actually turning this from a typical cost center, a couple of people in a tent delivering a poor experience to really delighting their consumers, be able to re-engage them much quicker into the festival.
So did you do outside events?
Okay,
you go show. So
we did.
how many phones did you do with some numbers on items that were you gave a number, dollar value?
Yeah, so
1,000 people get their phone back.
over the course of 2 weekends at Coachella, we returned more than $500,000 in items. Basically, your average iPhone 11 now, for the picture of phones that were from, it's actually lost lines. So that is an 8-foot table covered end to end, mostly iPhones. So it is not an insignificant portion, and those are the only items that show up. Usually 7 to 10x of those items never arrive. And that's really the segment that we want to be able to help. How can we help you navigate that experience if your item never shows up?
What percentage of attendees would you say opt into this service?
So currently, so the percentage of attendees that experience lost and found typically are 10 to 17% range. Our opt-in right now for pre-registration, we launched it with Lost Signs in September. We ended up getting a couple thousand people, so on the 3,000 show, about 2%. But that's really, we're looking to have the festival help push this service directly to their consumers, since it's a win-win for both parties.
Do you have any incentive programs or engagement programs for people who return things?
Absolutely, yeah. So right now, we actually incentivize them with stickers. Festival attendees love stickers. But we're actually we're currently working on being able to connect them in a double opt-in. Because the first response is, who is the awesome human that gave this back? This is so amazing, I want to reward it. And so really we want to be able to make this a point to build community between people that are doing the right things, and then you can reward them directly, be able to integrate either sponsor or merch from the festival, and really make that experience seamless.
And is there a global login? Say if you go to outside lines and you have to re-register every single time?
You don't, but you get the branded festival the experience. So if you want to change your brand over from outside lines to Coachella wallpaper, you can do that now. And so it's just simply, let me refresh my wallpaper, get my QR code.
So you don't actively look for the things; they come to you.
Sort of.
I mean, you have that ability to go search if someone.
Part of the magic that we actually provide, giving the festival the layout on who are the departments and how they can be involved. Especially having a real-time lost and found, you can push this information directly to security, directly to your pathways, and outside, directly to your vendors. So it makes the understanding of how lost and found works simpler and a lot more effective. But we're not out there scouting the grounds personally. We basically use the festival apparatus or the organization's apparatus to make lost and found run much more effectively.
When you don't have the phone, but it's out there somewhere, is there a lot of, there's people that tell me they lost their phone, I go, well, here's how you can use Find My Phone. Because some people just don't even know they can find their phone.
Right.
So you help with that part of it.
Absolutely. So part of what we do is if your item isn't there, you can actually need your information to subscribe to updates. So you can subscribe your friend that it's your phone. And then part of that education is these are all of the services that you kind of recover. Because it is not something that you're well versed in, so we're there to really kind of hold your hand through that process.
Do you have any sort of service to like print out labels or tags with your QR code?
Absolutely do. So we're doing the property tags right now. They're going to be custom branded, a little bit more permanent. Think of the shopping tag that you have. And then every item that actually comes in already gets a thermal label tag with a QR code, so that we track it. That's kind of our security chain for found items. That's something we're adapting specifically to. Do you want to tag everything else? Come on in, and we can just print it.
What's been the percentage of
Never claimed.
that you end up with a phone nobody ever actually?
So we have a 95% return rate on phones. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easy to track you down. We do that a couple of times. But really what we found is being able to make the pre-registration, make you aware of what the process is. It's way easier for a consumer to engage instead of having to find it.
So you should resell false phones.
No. that is failure. Everything that gets recovered that doesn't get returned ends up getting pushed to charity. So the festival chooses the charity that they would like the next year.
Got it. What if you lose a friend?
So we're not great with humans. They tend to wander.
Yeah.
They're not really in the right place. But the info apparatus, all your normal festival operations kind of works that way. We're more of a, yeah, do they have a phone?
What about things that are harder, like my beloved sunglasses?
So sunglasses, unfortunately, aren't going to show up in one piece most of the time. We suggest don't wear beloved sunglasses.
Do you provide on-site portals, say if someone loses connection, battery dies?
Yeah. So that's one of the nice advantages of being able to have a digital apparatus is now we'll actually have iPads at all the available info centers, and it lets you do a lot of those services to try and reconnect with people. One of the really big benefits that we also do for the lost account specifically is we keep all phones charged. So we have a bunch of charging apparatuses set up, so when you call your phone, we can pick it up and tell you here, and it's usually upon returning, they're astounded. I got 100% back. This is amazing. One of the nice things, especially about returning an item before you knew it was missing, the clarion call of victory there is, drinks on me! And so, being able to re-engage them at such happy moments is pretty great. Thank you.
All right.